Hi friends, I'm KAVYA. I'm going to create a fifth experiment. On this fifth experiment, we have to scenes on this largest string one experiment we have created. First we are using on this HTML, then head and title. We are creating these images and this inside and closing the head tag and this body inside to finding the largest string. And for this using the enter the string and input type we have created type text placeholder hello and ID is T1 we are using, and then button type we are creating button on click function and click me and closing this button tag. And then after that we are creating answer. For that using the span tag, span ID is equal to S1, and the script type we are using in this having to create and the JavaScript functions, and function we are using and varchar str, and then document get element by ID we have created, and the vary in this string we using and the string dot split, and then maximum length we are finding is 0 dot length where L is equal to 0 for using for loop, and where I is equal to 0, I less than I dot length I plus plus, and then after if tag we have if you using and a of I dot length is maximum, and then L is equal to I, and after that document dot get element by ID S1, and in a HTML AL we have used. Then after that is closing the script tag and then closing the HR tag, and after that another we are creating the BMI to finding the BMI of finding the weight and height. For using the enter your weight and height, and then using this placeholders we are creating, and then input type button we are using, and the span ID S2, and then using the script tag on this function JavaScript function we have created where and document get element by ID T2 T3, and then BMI formula we are using the weight slash height into height, and if we are using if BMI is less than or equal to 18 we are creating, else we are using the BMI greater than or 18, BMI or less than or 25, and after that else we are using this else if the same way we are created, then closing the script tag and then closing this then after that using flower garden rows and columns we are creating, input type text we are using, and then button tag we have created, and closing this div tag, div ID is garden we have used, and then script tag we are using, and this function is grow. Then after that varchar we are using this flower, and this is inserting this images using JPG, and this where flowers we have created mass.floor, then where rows columns we have created parasite int document get element by ID we have created rows and columns, and for loop we have created, then using on document get element by ID garden the inner inner HTML we are using, and then using this images we have created with this 100 pixel height is 100 pixel, floor equal to max.floor max.random star 3 plus 1 we have created document dot get element by ID garden dot inner HTML, and then after that we are using the break tag, then closing the script tag. Next we are using script type JavaScript, same way we using on this another functions var tag insect document dot get element from to we have created, same way we are creating index is equal 0, index 1 equal to 0 we have created, and this varchar we are using, and then data we are created, and then after that answer in a HTML we are using, on this else if we are created, if statement we are using, and this if statement index is equal to 1 or index is 1 equal to 0, and document dot get element by ID is data dot value, and varchar we are using, and then same way answer we have created, and then if same way if statement we have used, and closing the script tag, after that we are seeing this. Next we are seeing this weight converter we are using. For that we are creating the field set we used for convert. Insert type we are created type text, id is data, and select id form we are using KGLB we are creating in this optional tag. And then to selecting id is equal to optional tag we are created slash select beer button we are using button tag we are creative button on click is convert to calculate and then show this answer. And then toss coil we have created toss coil we have created in this tag. Same way creating toss the coil we are created for the same way using button tag. In div tag using this flip id, and then images src is a head.jpg by inserting this image number head and tail. And then script tag we are using on this JavaScript, same way we have created. And then break tag we are using in closing the script tag. After that we are using ordering the pizza. For that we are using form or slash h1 field set we used small pizza input type text id small pr small medium large we are using for the pizza order. Label tag and input type radio button we have created for values 10 name tip 10% we have used. And then input type radio values 20 name is tip and this is 20%. Closing this label tag and then submitted we using of on click of pizza and calculating this order we used and closing the field set. And this paragraph tag we using cost of order. Span id we are creating in this price, then closing this span tag. And then after the JavaScript I are using and showing the varchar parasent id document.get element using small medium large we have used. And this varchar tip using, and then varchar total we have created, and the total we are using this formulas. And varchar top tip we are using this formula, and total is equal to top slash tip, and then document dot get element by id. Price we are seeing dot inner html is equal to total we have used. And then closing the script tag, closing body tag and html tag. And then we are running in this form. We have seen enter we have enter and see the string is shown the string. And BMA ID weight we have used weight 34 height. BMA calculation has shown rows of flowers it shows the rows and columns of flowers. Then after that weight converted, calculating the kg, for that calculating the lb. To calculate this calculation as shown is flip using on this return tossing this coil as shown of then ordering the pizza order form we are using small size pizza for medium. This calculation has shown this way created on this fifth experiment on this way is shown as output on this fifth experiment we have created on this JavaScript. Thank you.